Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel again. This is a home of fashion where I do teach how to cut and sew varieties of tie. So in today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you guys how to cut and sew this off shoulder dress with puff sleeve. So you can see the one that is showing on the screen. That's what we're going to be making today. Please guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button now and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will be the first person to catch it. Yes, so guys, without wasting much of your time, let's dive into the tutorial. And I say a big thanks to all my returning viewers. Thank you all, I love you all. So let's dive into the tutorial right now. So guys, this is the fabric I'll be using for this tutorial. I have about 3 yards of fabric here, so I think it will be enough for this our dress. So I'm just going to open up the fabric and let's get started. So we are going to start from cutting the down part of this dress, which is the pencil side. So I fold my cloth into two, just like the way you see me doing so. So the total length of this dress is 43 inches. So I'm going to minus 17 inches from it. Then I'll be left with 23 inches, 26 inches I mean. Then I'll add extra 2 inches for my seam allowance. That means the total measurement now will be 28. The 17 inches is for the upper body, that is from my waist to the shoulder, or from the shoulder to the waist. So from the waist now to my hip line is 11 inches. So I just make a mark there. Then my hips is 44 divided by 4. So I'm going to mark at 11 inches. Then I'll add extra 2 inches seam allowance. Then my round thigh is 40. So I just want to cut it out first so that I will be able to get my measurement well. So around my round thigh here is 40 divided by 4 is 10. Then I add 2 extra seam allowance. So I'm just going to be connecting all these dotted lines together now, straight to the end of the dress, just like you see me doing so. So now that I'm done marking, I'm just going to cut it out. So I'm going to set this aside so I can cut the back piece. What I'm going to do is just to fold my fabric into two like this, just as you see me doing. So I'm going to place the front piece on the back. I'm going to place the front piece on my fabric to get out the back piece. So I have about, just going to set it well. So I have about 3.5 inch. So this will contain my zipper allowance and the lapping of the slit. So I shape it out first so that I will be able to take my measurement well. So I'm making a notch there. That's where my lining is going to start from. So right now I measure from the downside to around 8.5. That's where my slit is going to end, and the slit is going to be a lapping one. So I measure 1.5 inch for my zipper allowance. So I'm just going to make a straight line down to where my slit is going to start from. Okay, just like this. So from there I'm going to curve my hand out like this. So I'm just going to cut it out. This is all about the downside of this dress. So now I'm going to set this aside so that we can cut the upper part. Just stay with me so we can make this beautiful dress together. So guys, remember the upper body of this dress is 17 inches. So I place my measurement tape like this, leaving about 6 inches. That's for my shoulder. Then I make a mark at 18 inches. Then when I measure 6 inches minus 18 inches, that is 12 inches. So I'm going to make my mark around the 12 inches. So now I'm going to start drafting the bust here. Yes, so my nipple to nipple is 4, so I measure 4.5. that means I add extra half inch for seam allowance. So I'm going to make a straight line just like the way you see me doing so. So I still extend my tape rule by 6 inches to locate my bust point. My bust point is 12, so I make a mark there. Just place my ruler to extend the line. So I still place my ruler the same way to locate my round under bust. My round under bust is 15.5, so I'm still going to extend the line at that 15.5, just like the way you see me doing so. So now I have about 6 inches away from my bust point. So it just depends on how covered you want it to be on your chest side. So from here now, because this person is a little bit busty, I'm going to be coming out by 1 inch on the both side. So I'll do the same thing around my round under bust here. So now I'm just going to be connecting these lines together. So I'll still do the same thing to the other side like this. Once you chalk it and look firm, you will know it. So for this next side, I'm coming down by 2.5 inch. Then I'm just going to make a curve upward just this way to get our sweetheart neckline. So now I'm going to be inserting my round body measurement. So my round bust is 44 divided by 4 is 11. So I'm going to use the same measurement for this my chest line. So guys, I mark at 11, then I add 2 extra inches, the one we use for the curve, and 1 extra inches for the seam allowance. So this is the 11, so I just add 2 inches seam allowance. Then my round under bust is 36 divided by 4, that is 8. So I'm going to measure the 8 now. Then I add these 2 inches that we're going to deduct later on it. Then I add 2 extra inches for my seam allowance. Then my waist, my round waist is 38 divided by 4, that is 9.5. I mark at 9.5, then add these 2 extra inches for deduction, then 2 extra inches for seam allowance. So right now I'm just going to follow the deduct, then I shape my dress out just like the way you see me doing so. So around this armhole I'm going to come down by 3 inches, so and cut it in a slant manner just like the way you see me doing so. So right now I'm not going to cut this out now. I'm going to place it on the on the fabric to get out my back piece. So I placed it like this, leaving some space for my zipper allowance. I left about 1.5 inch for my zipper allowance, so I'm just going to cut it out this way. So now for this back piece neckline measurement, I'm going to make a mark to be the same thing at the front piece. Then I'll come down by 2 inches for the back, for the depth I mean. Then I'll connect like this. So I'm just going to cut it out. So I'm going to be holding a straight dart around that side. So I'm just going to cut it out now to see what we've gotten. Alright guys, this is it. This is what we've gotten. You can see how beautiful it came out. So the next thing I'll be doing now is the cutting of the sleeve. So as you can see, the way I'm folding my fabric, just fold it like this. So the total length I need for this sleeve is 10, but I'll be measuring 14 inches as it is puff sleeve. So I measure 14. So I'm just going to be cutting this out now. I'll be using lining for this sleeve. My clients want lining on it, so I just use the lining to turn it. Then I'll demarcate some inches for my elastic rubber. I'll be showing you how I'll be doing that. So right now, just look at the way I'm going to be placing this sleeve. So I want to get out my armhole from the sleeve, so I place it on my side piece like this. I came up by around 2 inches and I make a slant mark. I'm just going to cut it out. Then by the time we add our elastic rubber, just going to gather it just this way, and the downside and the puff sleeve is ready. So right now that I'm done cutting, I'll go ahead, I'll cut the lining and the wadding for the pad, for the bustier I mean. Then I'll come and show you how everything is looking. So just like this guys, I'm done cutting the lining. I cut the lining just exactly. I cut the main fabric. As you can see, I started from the notch area of the dress. So I'll go ahead and use the lining to turn everything. This is the front piece. So this is the sleeve. I've already cut the lining also. So this is the upper body. I've cut the lining for the back piece and the front piece, and I've already cut the wadding also. So I'm going to be gumming the glue area to the wrong side of my fabric. I'll do the same thing to the side piece. Then I'll come and show you how I'll be joining it. So guys, I've already used the hot iron to glue the wadding with the fabric. So I'm going to be placing it on each other like this. Then I'm just going to gently stick through. So I'm still going to place it on the other side just like this. So I'll go ahead, I'm going to use the lining to turn the fabric. I'll form this also. Then I'll come and show you the next thing to do and how it look like. Alright guys, I'm done doing that. This is it. This is the back piece of the downside of the dress, and this is the front. So this is the sleeve. So as you can see, I just run a stitch through with the lining. That's where my elastic rubber is going to be passing through That is what I was trying to explain earlier. So guys, I've hold a straight dart on the back side. Then this is the front, so you can see how beautiful it came out. For the down of this dress, I did not hold any fancy dart on it. I just want it free. So guys, I'll go ahead now and go and turn it, then I'll come and show you the next thing to do. So this is it. I've already joined the bags together, so this is how I'm going to be placing the back on the back, just like this. Then for the front, I'm going to be placing the upper side on the downside like this, joining together. So I've already hung my safety pin on the elastic rubber. This is how I'm just going to be inserting it. This tutorial is very detailed. Just stay with me and let's watch this to the end. So guys, I'm done with the sleeve. So I'm done joining the body also. So this is it. This is how it looks like. So right now I'm just going to shape it down. Then this is my sleeve. So you can see how beautiful this sleeve came out. Then I'm just going to be placing it just like this. As you can see, this is going to come out very beautiful. I'll do the same thing to the other side. So I'll go ahead now, go and do all that, then I'll come and show you the final look of this dress. Alright guys, our beautiful dress is ready. It's ready, as you can see. So you can see how beautiful it came out. This is the sleeve. As you can see. So if you take a look at this dress very well, you see that it has a cross strap around the neck area. But my client does not want that. That's why I did not add it on it. So had it been she wanted it, this is how I could have added to it. Just get your straight strap, you add one here, then you cross it to the other side and join it at the back, ties all. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you. So please, if you find this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video you can get notified. And please guys, like and share this video. Please like and share this video to motivate me to do more. Bye for now. Thank you.